Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DRGN Gaming Twitch channel. Today is gonna be match 10 of the ESEA Open Season 36 against First Play. We are back on Mirage, our second game on the map of the season. We lost the previous one against, I already forgot the name, Team Silix. We lost the previous match against Team Silix on Mirage. Started rough, came back into the game a little bit, but in the end was just a game with too many mistakes from our side. But we are back for another game on Mirage. I'm joined here as well with Bo for the cast today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this matchup because the opposing team, First Play, has played a lot more games on Mirage than our previous opponent. So DRGN Gaming, they are going to be prepared for this game. Don't you think so, Bo?
Yeah, I totally agree. If Slavo and Abba has done the homework that they should have done, they should be totally ready for this game. And hopefully they've had the time to focus on this game as well as their own game. So yeah, they should be ready for whatever First Play has to offer for them today.
I have been talking a bit with the team after the last match. We went a bit on the things that were going on Mirage. And overall, yeah, I'm excited to see how DRGN Gaming, how we will adapt to this match, because there were some difficulties in the last game with positions sometimes, but I'm excited to see how we are gonna solve that one and how we're gonna change that up against a team which we have a lot more information on, because it can be good having a lot of information, but relying like too much on the information which you have as well could leave you vulnerable to like complete new threats from your opponent. So it's gonna be interesting how First Play approaches this game, and certainly gonna be interesting how we approach it, because well, it's an important game for both teams. We have lost 5 games and won 4. The opposing team has won 5 and lost 4, so it's close, and nobody really wants to lose any more games in this season. Maybe 1 at most 2 matches, but that's it. Next to that, you want to win the remaining matches if you want to be somewhere higher up in the rankings, so it's gonna be interesting. And yeah, I'm up for a great game tonight.
Yeah, DRGN Gaming has a great Mirage team. I didn't really watch the last game, but what I've seen from the last roster is that this is their main map, and hopefully they've been able to implement Crispy into that strategy book that they have. And yeah, and if they have done their homework with the demos, they should be more than ready for this game, and they should be able to win this one. And it's, as you said, it's a really important one, just so that they actually is positive in the wins and losses, which is really important coming up to a couple of intense matches that they might be facing some good opponents. I haven't really looked, but it's always good to have more wins than losses in any case. So they should be really wanting to win this match after losing last Mirage as well. So yeah, they should be hyped about going into this game, and we should be getting into the action very, very soon.
Yes, indeed, as we see that all players have connected already, so we don't have to fill up any talks to wait, but of course if they take another 5 minutes to already up, then we're gonna be waiting, of course. So yeah, all players are in the servers, just waiting to ready up. And what was interesting mostly in the last game, you weren't here, Bo, but what was interesting in the last game is DRGN Gaming. They looked like they had a plan coming into the match, but like you said, implementing Crispy into the roster, into these threats, it's not always easy to implement a new player into the roster just like that. And with positions, of course, if you gotta trust each other in a team, that's normal. But like with positions maybe changing, it's something that yeah, it's difficult once a player changes in the roster.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I've been talking a lot to Abba, and he said that Crispy is a really good player, so it shouldn't be really that much of a problem implementing him. But yeah, it's always hard to implement a new player, even if you have a 4-core.
Indeed, and we see DRGN Gaming, they are close to winning the second knife round of the season here, and there it is. Knife round goes to DRGN Gaming. It's gonna be the call for us to decide which side to start on, and of course that's gonna be the city side.
Yeah, that's the right choice. Mirage is, it's not seat decided, but it's the most comfortable pick that you can pick. So yeah, that's the right decision. And let's see if they will go aggressive towards A or towards B on this pistol. We can actually see Wasa buying a Molotov and a flashbang, and Sleva with the kit and 2 flashes. So this looks like the standard B setup for DRGN Gaming, with Sleva just holding passively towards the A site and playing retake. And that's the right call from DRGN Gaming, looks like, because we can see Blade going with the bomb over towards the B apps position. So this is looking like a B finish, and Wasa with the Molotov can do a really can do a lot of damage.
Wazan needs to make sure he doesn't throw this Molotov too early. You can see he was considering throwing the Molotov, but waits a bit, and actually throws the flash instead of the Molotov. And the kills are not coming in, and that's the entries for ESEA. Ebba gets one back.
I'm not. Yeah, Abba needs to try to stay alive, and actually Sleva gets taken out. And great couple of shots from Abba. And Abba, he needs to stay alive. 20 HP versus 100 HP with 12 bullets for Abba, and that's a great pick by Abba, and that's a great pistol round from him. Yeah, just getting his confidence up, and I'm not sure why Watson didn't try to drop that Molotov, but he dropped the flash instead.
Yeah,
don't really know why.
I think he wanted to throw the Molotov, but he mistook the flash because he was flashed himself. And Ebba, there was no way at all that he should be allowed to win that round, because there were 3 people looking at him, and he just gets all 3 of them.
Yeah, that's just showing how good Abba really is on his day, and he's getting a 1 kill towards mid, and they will probably just like to try and hold on to this M4 that Abba has and try to farm some cash with the MP9s. Abba might be able to get caught with 8 HP, and he almost get caught off from underground by Rush, but Chris being the connector, just supporting Abba and actually missing some bullets, so they need to fall back at DRGN Gaming. This can get a big sticky, but it shouldn't. Yeah, they still have 5 players alive, and they haven't dropped any weapons, so this should just be a cleanup for DRGN Gaming. Wasa probably wants to farm some cash with this MP9 towards short, but other than that, Slevos just pushed ramp as he always does, just playing a bit aggressive, and first play is just playing it calmly in mid, just baiting out some utility from DRGN Gaming.
Yeah, indeed, and you see KD up in the apartments, Level up at the ramp, peeking for people crossing Palace, so they know where the players are. They know they are in middle. That's the first kill going to Crispy as well. Ebba does some damage in, but backs off because, well, he's very low. Awaza has to hold this off now. That's 1, that's the second, and the third, and that's gonna be some nice money from that MP9. And DRGN Gaming, all 5 members stay alive. Great round from them. And first play gonna be having their first buy round now.
Yeah, they don't have all the utility that they want. They have no Molotovs, but they have almost full flashes and full smokes, so they should be trying to go for a bit of a faster execute, but they actually go 2 mid and 2 towards B and 1 holding A, and DRGN Gaming is actually going 4 towards mid with Sleva pushing up, and that's a great smoke, and Sleva with a great kill towards Tompa.
He somehow, yeah, wins that long range fight against the AK with an MP9, so that's gonna be a very nice opening for them to start with.
Ooh, Sleva gets cut off from ramp by Sitko, and that's just unfortunate. He tried to get back into his position, but he gets cut off, and now it's a 4v4, which is actually a bit of a disadvantage for the CT side, because you have to spread out a bit more than the Ts have to. And it looks like first play is going to end up on that A side with 2 players, or actually all 4 of them rotating back, and this is a great stack from DRGN Gaming. They have 2 people on the site and Crispy playing in window, so this is a great read by them, and they should be able to hold off this attack if they can find some picks for Abba to spray down with that M4 that he has.
The first play making their way in. Was not taking some shots, not really connecting anything. And there's the entries for first play. Everyone on the A side goes down. Some damage being done. Kitty gets one back. But still a 1v3, so chance that she wins this is very unlikely, but we've seen her do it. So why not, Kitty? And there it is.
That's a great peek by Noah swinging when they know that she was going to look towards ramp. And that's just great communication by first play, and that's their first round on the board. And now it's up to the decision of Slevo if they're going to force or if they're going to eke, and they're actually going to eke in this round. A great call by him. They don't have the money to buy up, and first place actually going for fast A, it looks like, and Dragon Gaming has 4 players towards that A site, and Slevo might push the smoke. He's a bit of a madman, and Slevo and Crispy looks like they're going to try to push the smoke and just cut off first play a bit, but it doesn't look. Yeah, he gets flashed in, and maybe he can get 1 kill. Slevo gets 1, Slevo gets 2. That's great by Slevo and Abba, and Wasa needs to try to save. Like, great kill by Wasa, another kill by Wasa, and Abba's actually in connector now. Oh, this is doable. Wasa with the tag. Rise with 16 HP left in a 2v1. This is still doable, but it shouldn't be. Dragon Gaming still has 2 players with almost full HP, and Raj is stuck on Tetris, and they actually know where he is, so they can just play a crossfire, and Kitty sees the bomb as well, so this should be a done round for Dragon Gaming.
Yeah, it's gonna be important for Dragon Gaming to keep that crossfire. Kitty has the perfect position to just give any information to Waza, and then once Waza peaks, that should be good. But there it is, Kitty gets it 3-1 for Dragon Gaming, and a very important round for them to win, because look at the T side, they don't have anything. They have 1 player with a bit of money, maybe 2, but next to that, not the greatest money situation on the T side.
Yeah, and Killing being able to drop over that off towards Abba, so he can just play full utility and whatever he wants, really. And that Molotov is actually for window smoke that first play didn't smoke or didn't throw this round, because they're on an eco. They have 1 guy with a deagle, or 3 guys with deagles, 1 with head armor as well. So this is just trying to bait out some utility from the Dragon Gaming side, and just hopefully getting a bomb plant down. But Abba was actually getting spammed, but he can't return that fire, unfortunately.
Waza pushes up on short, but doesn't catch the player in bench. And the timings, the player in the chair, I mean, goes back once Waza like checks. But there it is, first kill for Crispy onto top mid, above that smoke. Yeah, first play, they're gonna have to regroup, because if you're on pistols, you can't rely on those 1v1 fights everywhere around the map.
Yeah, and I've actually been watching Crispy a bit this first couple of rounds, and I liked how he plays connector. He's very, he's playing good with Abba and Wasa towards that A, or I mean towards mid, and we can actually see that first place actually just creeping up towards that A side with Slevo playing on top of default, and he actually gets tagged down, and he might be in trouble in Slevo. He needs help from Wasa. Great kill by Crispy, actually. Crispy with 2-3 kills, great hold by him. Actually a 4k, he might get the ace here. Last guy is low on ramp, so yeah, Crispy might be going for this, but Rush really needs to die. Oh, Crispy with the ace. That's a great hold by him, and yeah, he's been starting off really well. Him and Abba. That's the fragging duo as far as I've been told at least. So that's good that those two have got some momentum under the belts and just starting fragging early.
Yes, indeed, and Crispy gets that ace, and that's also thanks to the position of the teammates from Slevo and Ubba, because all the attention was going to the other players, while Crispy could just peek in, take the shots, and get away from it unharmed.
Great opening kill by Abba towards mid. A missed window smoke from first play, but that's something that they should hopefully be able to fix mid-game. And actually Crispy getting caught off a bit towards that composition with the Molotov. Unfortunate for him, but he doesn't get killed, which is good. But still, he takes a bit of damage, which allows him to get a bit of a wall bang, but shouldn't really matter in the long run.
Some flashes coming in on the connector, but not really any follow-up on the T side for this, and Waza looks like he's wanting to peek mid, but gonna go for it just yet. He knows there's players there, doesn't want to show him off against 3 other people. But Crash is making his way onto short towards the ladder room, and Blade is on that bench close to the connector, so he could potentially go for the window jump, but was just waiting for that. Crispy holding connector, and yeah, first play, they only have 30 seconds left, so, well, 20 seconds now, so they have to start moving in, because if they don't get this entry, they are just gonna run out of time, because you see 15 seconds left, and they're not executing yet.
Oh yeah, this is really a done round from Dragon Gaming. They get killed by bomb planter, that's it, and they have to plant, and great kill by Crispy again, and he actually get team shot, I think. But I liked Dragon Gaming CD setup so far. Kiri being really aggressive towards the B site, which allows Waza to rotate into window and upcoming CT, which allows them to really play aggressive towards A and just stacking 4 plays there, because you never really see a team going 5 short. It's a really hard thing to do, and if you do it, it's probably on an eco round. So getting Kiri into B apps is really important for Dragon Gaming right now, because that allows Waza to rotate. Probably a freeze pause by first play, just talking it over how they want to play this round. Rashi actually buying into an AK, and first play forcing around that. A bit strange buy, but they should be able to make it work. And they're going for a straight B rush, it looks like. So Waza and Kitty are going to be tested, and I've seen them hold many of these rounds, so they should be ready for this.
There's a Molotov to stop that jump out of the window, and looks like first play they're baiting out the utility first before they actually commit on this push, and there it is. Now it's coming. That's a great nade by Waza. Flashes, smokes, everything being thrown in. Kitty goes down, and that's opening kills for first play, and Waza. Can he catch someone here? He got off in the smoke, takes some damage. Remains alive. Now Slevo gets taken down in the kitchen, and that was a great play from first play, I have to say. They made it seem like they were just gonna full send it in instantly, bait out the utility from Dragon Gaming, and Dragon Gaming, well, if you don't have utilities to stop the push, you gotta rely on being faster, and Waza, please stay down. Okay. Not gonna be the case. Let's take it down. Crispy does get one in return.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Waza and Kiri dropped the Molotov at the same time. That's a bit unnecessary on that B hold, but yeah, that's just some miscommunication and maybe a bit of nerve as well. Just Waza hearing all those footsteps, and he might be a bit scared about that, but pause here is a bit strange.
Yeah.
It should be a tick pause. I don't really know why either of these teams would call a pause here. Maybe something happened during that round that we don't know during with communications or something like that. But otherwise, this is a really strange pause. I don't know if you have only 4 or if you have unlimited, but if you only have 4, this is a really strange pause for me.
Yeah, been a short pause, and I don't know. Could be for Train Gaming, could be for First Play. There's not really clear indication of who it's gonna be. We actually see an AUG coming out here on Crispy. I think that's the first time I see one in the open this season. So yeah, gonna be interesting. And that's actually Crispy. Gets taken down immediately from that ramp. A quick peek by Sicko and Train Gaming. I was looking forward to that AUG gameplay, and it's already gone from the round.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The AUG is a really good gun towards mid, and Crispy is playing con, so that's a great choice by him. It gives him the opportunity to pick a bit of a longer fight than he would be able to with M4. Actually, personally, I prefer the AUG on Mirage, just towards those mid fights to be able to fight a bit of a longer angle, but unfortunately he gets taken out by the upper. Great boost by them towards ramp, just allowing them to get an easy opening pick towards Crispy, and they've actually posted up Abba towards B side, which allows them, which allows Dragon Gaming to stack 3 towards A, and Abba actually gets leg actually, and that's a bit unfortunate. And great kill by Kitty, and Slevin needs to stay alive here. Great smoke by him, and they're actually gambling towards the B side, which is a wrong read from Dragon Gaming. The bomb is towards A, and this round is all up to Slevin now. He needs to stay alive by time and get at least 1 kill here for the round to be doable. First kill by
almost the
can't
second.
Kill the second one. That's unfortunate, but he does damage, and Abba unfortunately misses that shot. But the players for First Place really tagged down both of them, and that's a great nade by Abba putting them into a 2v2. And they have 1 Molotov left, and that's going towards Firebox, unfortunately. And no one's playing there right now, and Abba's actually switched out to that AUG. And they need to start retaking now and trying to fight these players. And great kill by Waza, and they should know that loss is towards ramp as well. So Waza is just going to hold the angle, and Abba's just taking it. And great kill by him, and Blade gets a double kill, and he actually wins the round of that. Don't really know what to say. That's just a great kill by him, and unfortunately Waza was playing an off angle as he should have, but he just gets out-aimed. That's it. And I didn't really see how long Abba had left, but I don't really know why he didn't stop defusing and try to kill him, but that's just the heat of the moment. I couldn't really see how long the defuse has been going, so that's unfortunate for Dragon Gaming. They could have won that round, or I should say they should have won that round. And now we're back into the situation of should we buy or should we not buy.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate round for Dragon Gaming, and they're gonna get pistols into this round, but yeah, I feel like maybe Abba had to help Waza pushing this guy on ramp, or they had to flash him at least. I think Waza or Abba, I'm not entirely sure who, still had a flash in that round. They didn't use it, and that allowed Blade to, well, make that peak. But in the meanwhile, we do see Dragon Gaming posted up very far in the palace, and if they peek out and see the bomb, they might just go where the plays are, and not gonna hear anyone drop just yet.
Waza gets taken out, and Abba gets taken out as well. That's a great try from Dragon Gaming. Kitty might be able to catch one off guard, and she does. And Slevo might be able to catch the bomb off, but no, that's great. Double kill for Sticko. And yeah, that's a great eco. They got 2 kills, but unfortunately they couldn't get any more than that. And they're coming in with another save, which is a bit of a curious play. I don't know why they didn't full save and be able to buy into this one, but that's just a call by Slevo, and hit it with an MP9 dressed with decals. this is still a doable round, but it's going to be hard. He needs to hit some shots.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad buy. Like, if you look, they all have Kevlar. Diddy does have that MP9, so I don't necessarily think this is bad buy. It's just they don't have a lot of utility to back it up. And Level completely isolated here on the A side now. He needs to get at least one kill. Gets flashed and gets taken down.
Yeah, and great double kill from Zico, and they're actually going to try to boost up was over, and he gets one tag, but now they know Abba's position as well, and that nade might do it. Oh, he's on 3 HP. It's so unfortunate for Abba. And yeah, Abba's getting flanked as well. Nothing he can really do there. Might have been able to get one kill, but that's unfortunate, and we will see DRGN Gaming coming up with a full buy now.
This first play taking 3 rounds in a row. Starting off with that eco round where they faked out the utility on the B side, and from there they took 3 rounds now. So DRGN Gaming is gonna need to be looking to recover themselves a bit. Not give first play a bit too much momentum. We actually see a fast push coming out here in X. No push through the side just yet, but here's the utility, everything's coming in, and we have DRGN Gaming with 3 people on the B side. The Molotov goes down. Shots going, and DRGN Gaming get a third. And that's just a great hold. First play they think they can get into this side. But it's not gonna work this time. DRGN Gaming with a great hold, and already 4 players up on this B side.
Yeah, they went for the same play as they did on the eco round, one guy trying to fake out the utility, and they actually did. But this time DRGN Gaming was ready for it, and great crossfire by Wassa and Kitty, just one playing in jail, one playing on the window, just allowing them to not be able to get swung on by any of the T's, and just allowing them to play really good side hold, and they actually had Slevo coming in with some flashes as well, I think, and with a Molotov, which allows them to play even more aggressively. And Abba is actually going to get a kill towards mid, and he knows that second is mid. Oh, will he stay alive? He actually does. 15 HP. That's just Abba in a nutshell, and Crispy actually going towards con, and Abba is so dead. And that's unfortunate. They couldn't save the op. He might have been able to drop it down mid if he you could think of that, but that's unfortunate for Abba not being able to see that op.
I don't know if he could jump down mid because he was so low, and that's just a very smart Molotov from first play. They know they tagged down the player with AWP, and he knew he was gonna lose the round either way, so he just throws that Molotov to take him out of the round, and that's actually a smart play from him.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and first play is actually trying to go for some mid control now, which is the right move when you know that they don't have an op on that CT side, and Abba is just going to play alone towards A now, and actually Slebo and Crispy's going to defend off the mid control. But first play is playing a really strange default. They haven't really picked up mid that much. They have just been going for some executes, a bit of a puggy style for me, but they're trying to take some map control now, trying to grab that mid control as well, and DRGN Gaming is leaving it. Oh, they're actually going to fall back towards the B hit, I think. Blade has actually found a bit of space towards the B apps, and Kiri and Vasa should be ready for this, but none of them has a Molotov.
I'm not entirely sure as well if they're gonna go B, because look at the players going to A. They might throw smokes and then go under, or they could go for B. It's one of the two.
And this is going to be a double fake, I think, because the A players are lining up some smokes as well, and they're actually going back. A bit of us train. Yeah, they actually don't know what they're supposed to do now. Ooh, he gets stinked down, and that's great spam. And DRGN Gaming is actually rotating off. This is a great play by first play.
They shouldn't rotate off as well, and there it is, Waza gets taken down.
That's a bit of an unnecessary rotate from DRGN Gaming, rotating all off, and that's a great flash by Blade to allowing Noah to find a pick onto Kitty. And I don't know why Dragon Gaming rotated off with everyone, because they hadn't seen the bomb, and they're going to try to go for a retake. Well, great kill by Slevo. And the last two players for first place actually hiding inside kitchen, and great kill by Crispy as well. You also know that the second one is there, and Slevo sticking it, and great by Slevo. Will he be able to stay alive? He does not stay alive. That's unfortunate. He cannot save that M4. He might be able to drop up to drop an op towards Abba. Yeah, that's a great stick by Slevo as well. Just keeping his cool and just playing the percentage Counter-Strike.
Well, and the thing is, Dragon Gaming, they get the 2 kills on A. They don't see anyone anymore, and somehow they make the decision to rotate off, because there was no info on B yet. Then Waza catches those 2 players going towards B, and yeah, Dragon Gaming, they have to recover into the round. They have to do a very difficult retake, but they make it work, although that they do not keep anyone alive. I think that they made the best out of their mistake in that last round. Because they could just have well been down 6-6 here instead of being 7-5 up.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's a great confident booster for Dragon Gaming, and as we can see, Wasa and Crispy are going to get flashed in towards a ramp area, and they're not going to find it. But if Wasa goes too far, he might be able to catch off the bomb. There's a bomb, and great kill by Crispy as well, supporting Wasa. And they should fall back now. Oh, they actually don't, and that's a great kill by Wasa again, and Kitty getting a kill towards the B side, and it's a 1v5 for Sicko, and they know that he was Palace, so
it's
yeah.
1v4.
Oh, 1v4, sorry.
Onto Slevo on the A side
Yeah.
from Palace. Flashes himself trying to make that peak.
Great kill by Crispy there as well.
Top 2 there, but yeah, Crispy, low HP, gets the kill. Sorry for interrupting as well.
No, that's good. That's just a great round by Dragon Gaming, allowing them to play a bit more aggressive, which Slevo likes to both call and do by himself. And they're just trying to get into the minds of first play right now, just trying to disrupt them in their build-up. And they're actually going aggressive again with Vasa pushing top mid, and that's a bit of a fake smoke. And he might be cut off here, but he gets covered by Crispy and Abba.
Yeah, Dragon Gaming putting a lot of plays on mid here. Waza does not get a second, and that's gonna cost them a bit. Looked like they had a great setup, but it looked like Abba decided to go back. Crispy did as well, while Waza was still up there, so I think they should either have kept this setup a bit longer, or they should all have fallen back. But yeah, they get caught off guard here a bit. Waza is able to still get 1 kill out of that, so it makes it a bit more possible for Dragon Gaming. But and meanwhile, Kitty pushing on B, so they know that the hit is gonna come in on the A side. There's no way at all from be anyone on the B side.
And this is a great push by Kitty, and Slevo actually gets a 1-on-1 trade there, and Crispy needs to stay alive and maybe even get a kill, just allowing Kitty to work on her flank, and he gets flashed. Great kill by Crispy, and this is a doable round for Kitty in a 1v2. They should expect her to be flanking right now, but they might not. Oh, that's a great kill by Sticko, and yeah, that's a great round by first play.
That peak on ramp, I think it was from Slevo, when Crispy was back at the stairs. Crispy wanted to throw a flash, but he accidentally switched too early to his gun again, which didn't make him flash, which caused Slevo to just get killed there. I think if that flash goes through, Slevo might get the opening, get to himself 3-on-3, and yeah, have a better spot in this round. But now Dragon Gaming, with just a scout, 3 deagles and a P250 in this last round of the first half, so they're gonna want to make this round work, because it's a big difference having 3 rounds different or a 1 round difference.
Yeah, this is going to be a great opening kill by Wasa, and Slevo actually gets caught off, and Abba trying to duel towards the ramp lane, and Crispy actually has pushed up deep into Palace. First play might not expect this, but Wassa might be able to get caught off by Raji in window here, but that's great by Wassa, not overextending, just keeping his cool and just playing it calmly as he should.
And Wassa somehow gets out of the jungle, well, window area alive, but no information, and they decide to rotate to B, and that's the wrong call. Because there's not really any information, they just make the gamble, and...
Yeah, they have Crispy towards that Palace area, and he hasn't heard anything, so they just assume that they're going to try to go towards the B side, but that's the wrong call by the guy that's called it, and yeah, this is looking as a green round. Crispy might be able to get a fast flank, but other than that, this looks like a done round for DRGN Gaming. They have hit some good shots before in this match, but this is looking like a way too difficult task. First play has a Molotov left, 6 flashes, and Abba gets caught off by the jungle player, and Crispy needs to work on his flank. He gets 1 kill. He needs to do more, and he needs to get supported from CT as well. Great kill by Crispy again. Crispy coming in huge!
Hello, Crispy? How did he do that?
It was some crispy shots if I've ever seen one. Holy smokes.
Crispy somehow pushes out of Palace, gets the first kill, attracts the attention of the 3 remaining players from first play. They Molotov him, and Crispy is like, oh well, might just as well go for this, and he just got 3 1-decks, and I'm actually a bit disappointed that I switched over towards Wassa there coming in on the city side, because I didn't catch it on stream. So...
Oh no, I don't know what to say. That's just amazing by him. Like, the Deagle is such a hard weapon to play with as well. Like, doing that with the Deagle in the last round of the half to be able to make it 6-9, it's just amazing. Like, they should be so hyped by that, and they should really start steamrolling after this, if I know this team correctly.
And it kind of reminds me from the first round of the game, where Ubba is in kind of the same situation with the USB against 3 players on the B side, where there should be no way at all for first play to have 3 people dying to the player that they are all holding, and just like in the pistol round where Ubba gets the first 2 kills quickly by 2 people looking at him, then gets the 3rd on the guy on the car, and now Crispy on the A side doing the same with his Deagle. Yeah, it's just an insane round, I have to say, and I don't know, first play, they're gonna be feeling bad about that one, because that looked like it was a round for first play, and somehow DRGN Gaming, they turn it around by a very great play from Crispy. Yeah, I'm just disappointed in myself that I didn't catch that on stream.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. When he got the first kill, I'm like, okay, he might be able to get 1 more, but that should be it. They should be able to trade him off after that. But yeah, that's a bit of a sloppy play as well from first play, not being able to kill the Palace player and not even checking Palace. Maybe a bit of nerves coming from them as well, but yeah, that was just an amazing round, and they're taking their time with reading up, which is good. They're just trying to cool off a bit, but not too much. They shouldn't cool off too much, just so that they can actually continue this momentum onto that tee-off.
And I actually think that the break, like, it's taking a bit now for the second half to start. I think this is the advantage for first play, honestly, because DRGN Gaming, they were hyped from that last round, and that hype kind of cools down. Like, you will still be hyped, and you still will feel it, of course, but I think if the second half starts immediately after that round, where Crispy gets those insane shots in, that is a bit of a more advantage, like a mental advantage for Dragon Gaming.
Yeah, I just want to say something that I read in chat, that Crispy is a lovely addition to Dragon Gaming. I totally agree with you. Like, he's having the firepower that has been kind of missing from this team from time to time, and just you can just look at that round and just see what he can really add. He's not supposed to be. I haven't talked to him anything, but he's not supposed to be the strat caller, just giving ideas. He's supposed to be there just for the fragging power, and as far as I've seen, that he's been adding that just of plenty. And right now, they shouldn't feel, and they should feel so just excited to play this game right now and just be playing on this team.
Yes, indeed. And I actually wanted to take a look at the scoreboard now, but ESEA resets it, and I hate that. I just hate the fact that ESEA clears out that leaderboard at the halftime. Like, you're not able to take a look properly. Who's where on the leaderboard? Who's getting the firepower in? Who's getting the flashes in? Stuff like that. Like that's the only thing that I dislike about ESEA. Like, at least keep your scoreboards up. It's nice for the cast. But yeah, we're gonna have to do it with this. And I haven't been checking the scoreboard that much in the first half, but I think Crispy is probably gonna be up there with the most kills, maybe together with Ubba. Ubba also had some great rounds. But I think overall Dragon Gaming performing consistently. A lot better as well than in the previous game. Like, they are not making the same mistakes like they did before. Okay, it's not perfect yet, but nobody plays the perfect game. Even pro teams like Astralis and other teams, they also make mistakes. Everyone learns, and Dragon Gaming is just playing a good game up until here, and making the rounds that they lose, which they shouldn't lose, they recovered that in great fashion.
Yeah, we're getting into the pistol round, and this is a fast A execute from Dragon Gaming, smoking stairs and smoking connector, and they're just trying to brawl out. And they actually caught up from CT spawn. Crispy trying to go aggressive towards CT once he get the bomb plant. And this is a great play by First Play, just playing it passively, and they're gaining a 5v5 retake towards that CT. And Abba with 2 kills, 3 kills by Abba, and Slev with a 1v1 now. He knows that the last player is CT spawn, and the last player has a kit as well. So this is going to be tricky for Slevo. He gets the dink, but that's a great shot by Noah. Oof.
You're gonna be feeling awful after getting that headshot in and then getting headshotted back. That's not fun. That's yeah. Dragon Gaming's level, he gets that headshot in, but the Glock. It's sometimes the best gun, and sometimes you just want to throw it out of the window.
Yeah, just like that. That's so annoying for Slevo. But they go for a fast B execute, just rushing in Slevo with entries. He actually don't smoke that Molotov, and oof, that's, yeah, that Dragon Gaming can't help in there. And now they need to get on the side with no flashbangs, nothing. And Abba actually getting 2 kills towards the kitchen area, and Wasa gets traded out, and Abba gets killed as well. And it's a 3v2 for First Play, and Dragon Gaming has slowed that down a bit.
And meanwhile, Kitty, she looks for plays, rotating on short, doesn't she? One. Do they know there's a player close on this backside?
They should know. He got 1 kill, so she should be checking this, and she does. And bit of a miss, but she gets a kill. That's unfortunate, trying to force the bomb plant down with 50 seconds to go, but I don't mind it. But it's maybe not the best play that they could have gone for. Maybe try to find another pick and try to work from there. But yeah, a great round by Dragon Gaming, doing some economic damage, but Slev really needed to put out that Molotov that First Play through.
Well, even then, like they recovered great after Slevo didn't get that Molotov out. But yeah, that bomb plant was a bit of a surprising thing to do because, well, there was plenty of time left. Like, you could maybe have gone for a fake bomb plant, like, really quickly. But looked like Crispy was actually fully committing to that. And well, we see some shots on the A ramp. Kitty gets Molotoved. But no damage being done just yet. Papa pushes up a bit. Catches a player in CT, knows there's one on the A side. Gets taken down and it's all left up to Crispy.
Might be able to get one. No, just get the Deagle tag. And we know what Crispy can do with the Deagle, but not this run, unfortunately. So we will see Dragon Gaming coming with a full buy, except for Abba. He cannot bring out his favorite AWP, but that shouldn't be a problem for them. They will still be able to go for their defaults, and it looks like they're going for a safe default with Abba just holding mid and the rest of the players just watching the extremities of the map.
I don't know exactly where that other Molotov went from first play. They threw one on the ramp and it looked like they were jumping and throwing one, and in the meanwhile Kitty gets taken down through the smoke. Dragon Gaming down a player, and great start for first play on this round. Dragon Gaming looks like they're gonna group up towards the B side, but a lot of time of course. We see Rush on Palace already using his Molotov without any information, without any sound. So the city side, they're starting to use up their utility. You can see that they're not feeling too comfortable just yet. But there it is, Crispy gets taken down as well, trying to force a peek on Palace. Yeah, I was gonna say first play not too comfortable in this game, well, in this round just yet, but that kill onto Crispy is gonna give them a better position, of course.
Yeah, that's a bit of a strange play by Crispy. He's trying to get that man advantage back to even strength, but in a 4v5 with the rest of your team trying to work mid, that's a bit of a strange play for me. Bit of an unnecessary, but we actually can see that Dragon Gaming is working to rush short and Blade, he's getting Molotov out and he's getting stronger, but Vasa gets 2 kills. And yeah, there's no time for Vasa and he gets picked off by the scout in jungle. I think Slevo got a trade towards the B side, sorry for that.
Yeah, and Dragon Gaming, it looked like they were gonna have that first round maybe. Well, not that first pistol round, but like the round after. They were recovering quickly, and actually the pistol round as well, because that tag of Slevo, and you can see how much impact these small details have. Like that pistol round, Slevo gets a headshot with the Glock, gets tagged back, and suddenly we go from that could have been for Dragon Gaming to first place being lead right now. Tico gets a kill while being flashed.
And Kid is probably going to get boosted up towards stairs, just trying to catch up to Upper. But she actually is trying to swing wide on stairs. But, oh, she cuts off the Upper. That's a great kill by her, just getting it in a 3v2 instead of a 4v2. It's a bit easier to play a 3v2. You have more space than a 4v2. And if they just stick together and trade effectively, they still have a chance in this round, because first place should not be gambling in this situation. They have Noah towards that B side and 2 players towards, or I mean Thompson towards the B side and 2 players towards A. And this is a great call by Slevo going mid, and they just trade out Deegs and Tech 9s for Slevo so that he can take some longer range fights. And yeah, they have 30 seconds left on the clock, and they are trying to go towards an A finish, which is not the greatest because there's 2 players on for first play towards that A site. But Slevo actually picks up an AWP, and Slevo, he can AWP. We have seen it before on in ESEA, and no one's actually watching towards CT yet. They made the picking it off. Silver gets a tag. Ooh, can he trade it? No, he can't. Great retake by First Play. And yeah, that's going to be an 11th round for them.
I feel like during gaming they have to pay more attention to the city side here. I think that's probably the most used spot when you're gonna be gambling and playing passive. I think that they should have been more careful about the city side. Like, after the bomb plant, you didn't see any check on city as well. Like, they just were immediately checking for jungle, looking to run back, not taking in mind that they could just have been playing passively behind the site. Now, we do see during gaming, they get the full buy-in again. But they're losing the grip on this match, and First Play won all of the rounds in the second half until now. So during gaming, they have to start getting into this if they want to win this game and not fall back after a great start.
Yeah, this should be their first opportunity to get a full gun round on the board, and First Place actually pushed top mid pretty aggressively with 2 players, and Dragon Gaming has not been able to stop this, so it looks like they're going to try to retake top mid and mid. And Vossa has a gap in the smoke towards Thompson, and he might be able to cut him off. Great Molotov, will it spread? Thompson with the smoke. They need to force him off, but they need to be able to watch out for Raji as well. But he's actually full box towards Con, and Thompson has the support of the Opper in window, so just so that he can't get pushed from everywhere.
He has that support, yes, but he's getting Molotov now, and he should be dead. Thompson somehow gets 2. I don't know if everyone got flashed there, if that was the reason, but he was down to 10 HP because of that Molotov, and he just gets 2 players. But Crispy with a nice entry here on the A side. You have to check for the smoke.
And that's a great kill by Crispy, getting the trade in. And watch out for CT now, Crispy. Ooh, will it get swinged on? Oh, great kill by Crispy. Abba is covering it. That's why he was checking it. And that's just great communication by Abba and Crispy, just to be able to win that round. And that's a very important round for Dragon Gaming to win, as the first real gun round of the half.
Yes, true, but look again at the details. Like that player on CT for First Play. If he takes just one single step more, he should be seeing Crispy without being visible to Abba, and that round would have gone to First Play. But again, just like the pistol round on the second half, we are seeing these small details, these little steps, these small shots here and there, making the big difference. And Dragon Gaming now get an entry on short, and they are feeling it. They are getting back into this game. Now, Blade, where do you go? That should be the information for Crispy. I'm not entirely sure if you heard this.
They're not checking this.
They are. They were looking for it.
Yeah. I just heard that Slebo was planting the bomb, and I'm like, oh no, they're not checking for this. Blade might be able to get off way too many kills. But yeah, that's another great call by Slebo, going fast B. And the money for First Play is not good. After winning 5 rounds, I think they have just $600, and Abba gets taken out by Noah, a bit unnecessary, gaming away that op, but Kitty should be able to pick it up, or she might as well die. Yeah, she dies, so they won't be able to save that op in towards that next round. A bit unfortunate for Dragon Gaming, but they should be able to buy an op. Abba has 7k, so he can buy it for his own, or Crispy can drop it as well.
Yeah, Dragon Gaming, they got back into it at the right moment, and it's still insane how close this game is, how much impact these small details have on this game, because in all the previous game which we have casted together and alone, there has never been this much impact from small details. And in the meanwhile, Crispy, if you flashed, you can still shoot, right? gets the kill onto Palace. It's gonna be great for them, and that should have been a kill going to first play, but it's gonna be Crispy instead getting that kill, and not a great situation towards first play, and looked like Crispy was gonna go for something, but just fakes it. Now trying gaming, making their way to mid. Now I'm gonna let you talk, I've interrupted you way too much.
No, that's good. But that's actually one of the M4s getting dropped in Palace, which is great for Dragon Gaming. That now they know that there's only one op left and one M4 left to try to find, and they should be aware that one might be towards B, but that's actually the wrong information. And Noah trying to get cut off. Oh, one kill by Sticko and he gets traded out, and Noah can't trade that, and Crispy with the double trade. And Wasa cutting off Blade, I think that was towards mid. And yeah, this is just Thompson trying to maybe get one kill towards Wasa. Wasa has been pinned in, and that's great. Anti-eco for Dragon Gaming as well. Great opening kill by Crispy towards Palace, and yeah, that's just great fundamental counter-strike from Dragon Gaming once more.
And I must say, I'm honestly surprised that first play still has the money to go for a full buy here. Of course, they didn't have the best buy in the last round. But if I'm not wrong, they had some SMGs in the last round as well.
They had 2 M4s and 1 AUG.
Yeah, so the city side, they somehow still get a decent buy in here, but this is the buy of everything or nothing. If they lose this one, Dragon Gaming should be taking at least 1 or 2 more rounds, and that's gonna put them up in a very good position. But never say they will take the rounds, because it's always so close, and Ubba gets spotted out. Level is gonna be calling that out, and that's Ubba going back now. Wasa gets a bit of damage.
It might be cut off, but that's actually the only Molotov that the first play had that you just wasted on the B side, and they have 3 smokes left, but Kid is trying to get some ground towards the B side, and the Crispy gets cut off from CT, and she's made a lot of space. She might be catching them off, but that's a great flash, but she just gets 1 kill. She gets traded out, and Abba, does he see him? He does not. Unfortunate for Abba, with a little bit of a one-way in CT spawn. And it's a 1v4 for Wasa. He's capable of pulling off these clutches, but of course it's going to be hard. It's a 1v4, and Crispy is playing 2-2.
Yeah, I don't think they spotted that bump on a level it was, I think. Now Wasa, he pushed past the city. Blake didn't realize that, but kill goes to Rush. Either way, it's gonna be 12-12 on the board. Dragon Gaming, they can still buy into this, but it's getting closer and closer, and I don't dare to say who's gonna win this game. It's so close, and we actually see the leaderboard right now, and we see that Sicko for the city side for first play is getting a lot of kills in, and for Dragon Gaming that's Crispy. We're looking at almost identical leaderboards here for both sides, so both sides have one player really pulling ahead of the rest, and yeah, it's a very close game.
And this is a default again from Dragon Gaming, and we might actually see a bit of a boost here from Blade. Really never seen this boost before, and oh, that's a nasty angle from Blade towards that B apps, but it takes 2 players to stay in this position, so they can't stay here as long as they maybe want to. But Dragon Gaming is playing it really passively, not taking any mid control at all, just playing the extremities of the map and trying to find that opening pick.
Yes, and Dragon Gaming, they are really taking the time. They're making a complete different play from what they have done in all previous rounds.
And this is actually a fake towards the B side, and Abba might be cut off. Ooh, Blade, he gets 1 kill, and Slevo is stuck. But this is actually a great fake for Kitty to be able to enter in onto that A site, and Noah gets 1 kill. And Kid didn't see the push through CT, but also gets a kill. And they should know that one more is towards the CT. And Kitty can't stop Vasa going down, and it's a 1v3 with 19 HP. She's just trying to force that home plant down so that they might be able to buy into the next round as well. And Kitty, she tried to flash herself out, but that's a great kill by Blade. And that's a great hold from Blade towards that B site, and then rotating over and getting the final kill.
DRGN Gaming, they were going for a different approach, an approach which we have not seen them do yet in this game. But they didn't really make it work because, well, the 2 players on B, they didn't get those entries they needed. So that didn't give any reason for First Play to rotate anyone. But DRGN Gaming is going to be happy with that bomb plant at least, because that bomb plant gives them the opportunity to fully buy into this round, and it looks like that is what they're going to go for. A match pass called in, but DRGN Gaming, they want to go for this. They want to stop the city side, but just like we saw the city side go for an all-in buy, that's the same thing DRGN Gaming is doing at this moment.
They lose this, they're up against the 14th, and then they might have to eco for the 15th, and then it's just playing for map point and playing for overtime. But this is actually going to be a forced A, it looks like, with full utility towards that A site. And First Play just smoked ramp, so they will continue to wait and just hold here.
Now we see First Play, they group up 3 people on B, and that's gonna be good for DRGN Gaming, I would say. Because, well, they have a 5v2 now on this side if they go for it.
And Slavo is deep into the A side, but he actually gets caught off from Ticket, and great trade by Abba through the smoke actually. And Sticker gets 1 kill back, Abba with another kill.
Kills just going back and forward. Abbas saves... No, he doesn't save Crispy, but he at least gets a trade off, and I don't know how we got to this, but it's a 2v1 situation for DRGN Gaming. Kills just came in very fast, and now, Blade, can you clutch this? Can you do the 1v2? Oh, that peek out. He's going for the defuse, but Abba gets him in the smoke, and
that's a great round by Abba, getting a 4k, and I just feel bad for you observing that round. I have no clue what's going on, but they got their entries that they wanted, and that's a great round by DRGN Gaming again, and it's 13-13, and First Play is actually going to eco this round, and their money's not going to be good next round as well. Siko might not be able to get a gun out, and Abba is going to throw his McDonald's smoke, and this looks like a full B execute for DRGN Gaming with only Blade, with a deagle and armor. And will Kitty check this? That's the most important detail. Will she clear this out? She does not. He gets 1, and that's a good trade. And Thompson, does not get a trade either. So great entries by Vasa and Crispy, and yeah, they should be trying to save as much money as possible this round.
That's a nice shot from Abba as well, through that gap of the smoke of the kitchen. I don't know how much he saw there because I had the X-ray on, so it's always a bit difficult to guess, but I think he must have seen like just a few pixels moving between that smoke, and he gets the shot off, so that's straight from Abba as well. And yeah, I was gonna say, after the last round ending, DRGN Gaming, they went for an all-in buy in that round. They make it work, and that immediately turns the table to First Play on being, well, in this all-in situation, you don't have a second chance anymore. You need to win the round now.
Yeah, and Noah should be able to get his op out, which is... Oh, he actually goes for an M4 and utility. I don't really know why. As an opper, you want that op out as soon as possible, but Sticker going for a scout instead. And DRGN Gaming is going for an A setup again. It looks like a fast one as well. Oh no, they stopped. I thought they were going to rush through that Molotov with a smoke, but that could be a great nade.
grenade does not do the damage I thought it would. It looked like that was gonna be just a very hard nade, but no. And DRGN Gaming, they just go and try. But Seiko gets a great kill onto Ubba. And the kills are going the way of first play here. Kitty gets one back. Gets taken down now, and it's a 2v4. And DRGN Gaming, they went for a complete drive push onto this side, but it doesn't work for them. They wanted to surprise first play, but not the right call. And now DRGN Gaming, not in a great position money-wise either, so...
You're going to buy into this round, but I do not agree with that call at all. Like, you know it's 14-14. They just bought, and we haven't tried going for a mid aggression at all. They have left mid completely open almost every single round. So if they don't go for some kind of mid execute now, I think they're really wasting that mid control that it's so easy to get as a D side, but it looks like Wassa is going to line up a CT smoke, and they might be going for fast A execute again. No, thank Lord that they didn't go for that. It's just going to be an A mid execute with Crispy and Abba going up first.
Ooh, Crispy, what a nice shot onto the window, onto Seiko, and that's the big guy from first play out. DRGN Gaming, they are already on this A side. They somehow made their way into this A side without first play even noticing this. And you didn't
Great
agree
kill.
with the call from DRGN Gaming, but...
Crispy's just going insane right now. He's 13-2 and 18, 107 ADR. Yeah, he's just playing out of his mind right now. And DRGN Gaming really needs that. And yeah, it's 15-14 to DRGN Gaming, and it's the last round. So first play has to buy up, and it's not a pretty buy. Sicko with the M4, and they're going for aggressive unders play with Blade pushing under, and he's getting covered by Sicko with the M4. But yeah, this is looking really dire for first play, and Blade might actually catch Alba off guard here. I don't know if he will clear this, but
these timings... Oh, the shots come in, but Slevo gets him, and Crispy in the meanwhile gets one on Palace. First play. The chances are low they're gonna win this, but never say never, and we've seen crazy things come from the Eagles in this game, and DRGN Gaming is just in prime position to clutch out this game, but what a close game has it been, and will there be any small details again making this round the round of the game? And it looks like first play they're gonna group up on B, but that's not the right call. And Noah, it's a 1v5, bro. If you're gonna hit this, no, you're not. It's Kitty getting that kill, and this should be the game for DRGN Gaming.
yeah, they should really play as a group now, playing 2-2 and one just holding passively, just sticking together so that they can't get traded. And first place actually grouping up towards CT, and they have 4 players from DRGN Gaming watching that. And great kill by Sicko. Thompson getting a trade. He has an M4 now. It's a 1v3. This should be a down round, but you never know. Gets a great kill on towards a low player for DRGN Gaming, and he's just going to stick this. And that's a great kill by Crispy, and that's a GG.
DRGN Gaming win the game after such an intense, close fight. The smallest details making the difference, and it's gonna be 16-14 here for DRGN Gaming. I'm very happy with that win. But it just shows this game was so close. The details, it all mattered so much. And Crispy, what a performance as well from him for DRGN Gaming, the new player for our team. He's making himself useful right off the bat, and that's just a great addition for Crispy, being this important for the team already this early. And it looked like Crispy, he fit in well as well with the strategies from DRGN Gaming. It didn't look like he was left out. Like I think they prepared very well for this game, and first play was a good team for sure. But yeah, DRGN Gaming they make it work, and that's just a great game from them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. They should be happy with that performance, both from a tactical and a performance standpoint. They had some great strats and some great individuals showing up. And yeah, there's not really much to say. They they have some things to work on. Oh, we're actually getting Slevo.
Yes, I asked for an interview, and Slevo is gonna be on in a second, so don't go anywhere yet, people. Slevo's still gonna be on for an interview. Yeah, that's just waiting for Slevo right now. I'm actually not sure if I had to move him or if he's gonna move himself in TeamSpeak, but we'll wait a second, and if he does jump immediately, we'll just move it ourselves. But yeah, getting back to that game, there's one big highlight which I want to
User
mention.
joined your channel.
Hello, Slevo.
Hello.
How are you, man?
I'm not too bad. I'm pretty happy with the way that things went in that game.
Hey, good, good. I was gonna mention something to Bo just before you joined, so I'm gonna mention to you as well. There's one key round in that game where I think things got a bit spicy. That's pistol round of the second half. You were left in a 1v1. You get that headshot in, but you get taken down
I
in
gushed
return.
him, yeah.
And I thought at that moment that felt so scary for me. That felt like something that would hit on the morale very badly. And you guys saw that first play, they were getting the rounds after that. Like you guys were struggling a bit getting into that T side. But then you guys make it work with some great buys, some great strats as well. And it's crazy how much the small details in this game have had an impact on this game. So, hey, I want to know from your side, how was it playing that game? Because I can imagine the pressure when it's this close, you're 15-14 at the end there. I can imagine the pressure going into that last round.
Yeah, being honest, throughout that entire game, I knew that we were going to win it after that first half. Like, the comms were really good. They got a bit chaotic sometimes, like having a new player. I feel like sometimes we're just trying to do too much in practice. We're trying to do too much too fast. And like we all have our own individual ideas, and I think people are trying to get them across as fast as possible. So it gets a bit chaotic. But I feel like towards the end, like once we like slow it down, we took a few tactical timeouts. We slowed it right down. We're calm. We're nice and like we're just ready for what was coming at us. And I feel like as like a new caller, I think I called pretty well that game. Like I had like good reads on what they were gonna do, what their buys were like. But like I have to say, like everyone really showed up today, aim wise. I think Crispy dropped like 30 plus kills, and like he's such a good addition to the team on like such short notice, and he's never really played in open, and it's just ridiculous to see how well he's done.
Yes, that is something that me and Bo mentioned as well. Like, Crispy, he got into this team after Josh leaving, and it doesn't look like he's a new player. He's immediately with you guys on the strats. He knows what he has to do, and that's a great thing. That's something that we missed a bit in the previous game against Team Silix. Of course, the very first game together on Mirage in the open. But now the second game, you guys made so much progress from that game already, I feel like. And Crispy is just a great addition to the team and making himself useful right off the bat. I mentioned that to Bo, and I think that's great for the team as well. And I think it's nice for you as well, as the new IGL for the team. I think that's nice for you as well to have someone in who can take that firing power role when you have to back off from that role a bit and be more focused on the game that's going on.
Yeah, like I think Crispy was like perfect for what we needed in the team, especially like I haven't been putting up as good numbers as an entry fragger, and like he just completely like wipes the floor with teams. Like even from playing pugs with him, like I see his like really aggressive style, and he's like really brought something different. Like I don't think we've had many of those players that like me, Oba, and Waza played in teams before, and like we've not had like a player like that who's just been able to take over a game when it comes to like entering.
Yeah, most certainly. Is there anything you want to ask this level?
Yeah, it's two things actually. First of all, the last round of the first half, like with the insane deagles from Crispy, and then what was the reaction from the team, and how did you cool them down for that second half?
It was quite chaotic. Like there was a lot of screams, like lots of shouting, like as it would be. Like it was such a good play.
Yeah.
But I think that it was the perfect time for that round to happen because it was going into halftime. When it comes to halftime, we all know what to do. We take the 2 or 3 minutes, we go walk, we go get a drink of water, we go sit outside for a few minutes, and then we come back level heads. It's a new half. We got to just focus. So like I think it came at the perfect time. Like if that came during the middle of the game, we got to call it a timeout just to like calm it down.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
certainly. And before you get to your second question, Bo, I want to go further on that round from Crispy. That round from Crispy where he got those 3 kills with the Deagle. We've actually seen a similar round, which is the very first round of this game where Uba is left in a 1v3 on the B side with 3 people looking at him, and somehow Uba clutches it out, and those 2 rounds, the first round of that first half and the last round of that first half, have been so big for you guys. Really turning it around because you've seen how close it is, and yeah, it's just insane to me how these details and how these clutches make the team work.
Yeah, like I think it's such like a weight off my shoulders as an IGL, like knowing that all 4 of those players like can just have those rounds, and I've seen all 4 of them do it. So it's just such a weight off for me that we can win those like really important rounds when the backs are against the wall and they're in like a clutch situation.
Yeah, and yeah, for my second question is, how do you feel about going into this as a full IGL now? I know that you've been secondary calling a lot when I was around as well, but now you're the primary IGL, and how much is Abba actually helping you with the calling as well?
Uba's pretty much my secondary caller. Like when we take some of those timeouts or when there's like a lull in between the rounds, like I'll say to like, is there any ideas? And Uba's always one that's very vocal in those because he's like a former IGL. He knows what he's doing. He's been around the block. Like, so it's really good to have him there because I feel like if I was just in the pause, just thinking to myself, like not having a coach, not having like a secondary caller, I think I find it really difficult. So I think like having a player like Uba is like a really good asset to me at this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great, and yeah, very happy with that win. It was a close one, but I think in the end it was very deserved. That I think that the rounds that we won were more based on the strategic plays, on just being prepared for this game. While first play, I think that they relied a bit more on the firing power that they had. But in the end, a great game from both sides. We win it. Very happy with that. So congratulations once again, Slevo. And I'm gonna leave you to it. And that's gonna be it for the stream as well today, people. Thank you for joining, everyone. And thank you, Bo, as well, for casting with me. It's been great. And up to the next game, I'd say. Thank you, and see you next time.